Ghost face, catch the blast of a hype verse. My Glock burst, leaving a hearse. I did worse. I come rough, tough like an elephant's tusk. Your head bust, fly like Egyptian musk. Oh shit, Wu-Tang Clan sparks the Wixen. However, I master the trick just like Nixon. Causing terror, quick damage your whole era. Hard rocks is locked the fuck up or found shot. PLO style, hazardous. What I wrecks this dangerous. I blow spots like Waco, Texas. I watch my back like I'm locked down. Hardcore hitting sound. Watch me act bug and tear it down. Illiterate type asshole. Songs going gold, no doubt. And watch a corny nigga fold. Yeah, they faking all that. Carrying gas, but yo, my clan rolling like 40 max. I get you now convinced. I guess it makes sense. Wu-Tang, yo, so represent. I wait for one to act up. Now I got him backed up. Gun to his neck now. React what? Yeah, there's one in the chamber. Wu-Tang banger. 36 styles of danger. Yo, man, I don't know how I remember these joints, man. I be probably missing a bar or two or something like that. But shout out to Ghostface and Ray, man. Y'all know what it is. We in the building, man. Morning blog today, man. You know, this battle rap shit crazy, man. It's definitely crazy. I think we're in the era of turning the tide of how black people present themselves in the public eye. I say that to say you got all the street cats that's, you know, podding, blogging, you know, turn the camera on, doing what I'm doing right now and shit. Salute to Hulk at 4/5, salute to S1, you know, salute to Zip with the Drip, salute to my man Math, salute to a lot of cats, man, that's out here trying to do it, man. Salute to Harlem Legend TV, you know, salute to my people's Restore Order podcast, you know, Sway 7, my man Ike P. Man, salute to everybody that's just trying to do it, man, and turn a positive light on what the fuck we do. Now, culture. There's culture on the hip-hop lifestyle and shit like that, you know, like the rules and regulations, how we go about things and stuff like that, you know. We gotta pass down the culture to these kids, man. You know, one thing I will say that I will take accountability on is the cats in the 80s, 90s, 2000s stuff wasn't very good on passing down the culture or just, you know, teaching the babies and shit like that, man. We was getting so much money back then, and we didn't give a fuck. We was just living our lives and doing what we was doing, baby. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's nothing to laugh about because it kind of is not good because now we see what the babies is doing at now and shit. When you don't watch your babies, you know what I'm saying, and go across the board. When you don't watch your babies and shit, then anything can happen. They could be influenced by anything. So if you're not putting the you know, the seed and whatnot to watch them grow, then they'll get whatever they get off of TV, from other influencer places that they'll look and be influenced by and shit, which is, you know, it could turn out positive, but sometimes a lot of times it can have a negative effect. You know, you got to teach your babies. I know some people be like, I'm not a teacher. I'm not saying teacher like ABCs, 1, 2, 3. Well, you do teach your kids that in the beginning before they go to school. But educate yourself. Be confident in your own education when you have knowledge of self. I'm not talking about 5%. I'm talking about knowledge of self. Like when you start learning. People of my age, we're learning. We're relearning, actually. We're relearning all the shit that was false, lies and stuff like that, and we're pretty much relearning what the history is, what life is really about, financial, you know, our people as black people and all that, man. And we relearning with our babies and stuff like that. So what they're learning, we're learning shit in a sense and whatnot, which is kind of crazy. But open dialogue and communication is definitely a thing. People my age in the 40s and 50s, you know what I'm saying, be humble, because there's a lot of things that your kids might know that you might not know and shit like that. You know, it happens, you know. Never be turn your eye on not wanting to have more knowledge in life and stuff. I know there's a sporadic blog and stuff like that. You're like, what you talking about, D-Boy? It's just a battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna get back to battle rap. You know, be yourself. I've learned to be myself a long time ago, you know. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, your boy Debo, you know what I'm saying, would just look around and say, oh, that's how they, the drug dealers, the basketball players, the entertainers and stuff, like, you got to be like this way. You got to learn yourself, man, before you're anything. Once you learn yourself, then you know how to apply, you know what I'm saying, being yourself in day-to-day life. You know what I'm saying? And I say, like, with battle rap, you got to know that there's an entertainment sport. Entertainment, you know. So some cats, they went with their pen, they you know, exaggerate their lifestyle. If they present their lifestyle as just being true, you know. Some just got an imaginary pen and you know, can create shit through their thoughts and stuff like that. But should we take battle rap serious? Hell the fuck no. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? I always say don't worship false idols. And there's a lot of false idols in life, a lot of trickery. Don't ever invest your life and your soul in human beings. You know what I'm saying? Your mother could love you to death. Your father could love you to death. And those are the people you're supposed to trust ultimately, especially if they're good people. But your mother and father could lead you down a road that's not for you. I'm not saying they're doing it on purpose. It's just not your road and to lead. That's why when you're going in through life, you're experimenting, you're making mistakes, you're learning, and you're just trying to apply being the best you can be. And that's what this blog is about, man. Being the best you could possibly be. You know what I'm saying? So I would probably call this affirmation. Morning, wake up, you're looking at your boy Debo and shit. He's telling you be the best person you could be. Be the best you could be. You understand? You don't got to front, lie to kick it with anybody. Unnecessary and shit. Because once you start doing that and you're not yourself, people will tell you. So battle rappers, man, you know, I know y'all, some of y'all put on this facade, y'all big drug dealers and shit, y'all Killer McGilla gorilla dudes and shit, you know, y'all getting all this money, y'all getting all the broads and all that shit. A lot of y'all got 9-to-5 jobs. A lot of y'all don't even got jobs. Y'all depend on this money and shit like that. So don't think, you know, to the fans and stuff, don't follow these folks. You know, some of these people is uneducated. They dopes and shit like that. Some people are smart, you know. But anyway, take battle rap for what it is. Entertainment. And that's all it should be. Entertainment. Before somebody goes out there and get hurt, something happens and shit unnecessarily, understand this battle rap shit is entertainment. And a lot of these cats are not who they claim they are. Okay? With that said, it's your boy Debo. I'm out. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I'll probably go live today and shit. Today is Monday. I got time today. With that said,